you don't know, make sure you stay dry, and reversibility will help you with that. Okay, Cascade Pro is my mom's new favorite thing. She picked it up about a week and a half ago, and the reason that she got it was because she has wanted to put a ceiling fan inside of their living room. And my dad is like, we're moving soon. Like they're going to be putting the house on the market. They're going to be moving. And so he's like, why are we going to put the ceiling fan? Also, I don't want to install the ceiling fan. He's made it very clear that he does not want to do that. So my mom saw this on QVC, called me and was like, I need it. Does it work by simply just screwing it in? I was like, yep. What she was so thrilled about was she didn't have to get my dad to install it all, that she was like, I'm going to do it on my own, and I'm going to prove to him that I can have my fan, and it is my fan. She literally installed it above where she sits on the couch.
I love installed it.
And yeah, installed it, screwed it in, and it's hers, not my. She's like, I get the fan, not you, Rob. My dad doesn't get it at all because he sits on the other side of the living room. It's just literally her own personal fan. What you're getting here is a ceiling fan and a light. It goes into the light socket. It doesn't eliminate the light, you still get that, and it also gives you this amazing breeze. We have 4 colors that remain: black, white, gray, and brown. Gray is the most limited. That's what you see up top here. Here's your black, here's your brown, and then Kylie has the white. It is half off right now from the $49 price tag. It is $22.99. This is an incredible, incredible price. It was made specifically for QVC customers, and over 290,000 have been sold already here at QVC. V83060. All right, Kylie, talk to us how this works.
Well, I mean, you said it best. If you can literally screw in a light bulb, you can become your own electrician, right? You get the light, you get the fan. It looks just like a traditional light bulb right here. And if you have recessed lighting, where you kind of have those can lightings where you can unscrew the bulb in that, we give you an extender as well for that too. And what it does, I'm actually going to go my one up here and show you the remote as well, is you've got the light. Light's awesome. Multiple light settings too, where you can change the color temp. So again, depending upon the lights that you already have in your house, it's gonna match you with that. But then you also have the ability to turn on the ceiling fan, which in the summer months right now, when it's so sweltering hot, you just wish you had that airflow going above you. Now you have the best of both worlds. Multiple speeds on this as well too. So we can go 1, 2, 3, or 4. And it's going to give you a lot of airflow. Even though it looks small, it's packed full of power.
Oh, it's totally I mean, I can feel, it's a cool breeze that you're getting right there.
I know.
I love the idea of this for an attic to be able to install into that is super hot, to be able to help to circulate that air a little bit. Maybe you want to, if you've got 2 or 3 lights in your attic, completely replace it with here. You may even find that this light is brighter than what you have there. If you've got that 60-watt bulb, which is like the lowest, dimmest one, this, we're talking about 1,300 lumens here.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing, and you can dim it down too. So when you actually take a look at this remote control that we have right here, it's loaded full of features. So you've got on and off. You can use them independently. So if you just want the light, just the fan, you've got timer settings, multiple speeds. You can see the color temps and that dimness. So literally fully featured, really, really super easy for you to put in, and then you can customize that experience to you. So you could just be sitting in bed, laying on the couch, and you're like, you know what, I need the airflow. You can use the remote control to do that. And if you've got just the normal switch, you can see when we turn it off, it's going to go off the way a normal light would.
So if I turn that back on, it will turn the light on and the fan, or just
turns the light on so you can see it shut everything off, and then I could just pick, okay, I want to put that fan back on.
Okay.
Hit whatever speed that I want to go with my fan.
So that's easy. You know, I'm thinking too, like sheds, to even have this in a shed. This would be a really great idea. I have my little workbench downstairs is in our storage room. To be able to replace the light bulb there with this would be great. If you're like my mom and you want to put this in the living room right where you sit every day, so you have that breeze, or maybe you have a recliner that you spend a lot of time in and you take your afternoon naps in and you just want that nice cool breeze above you, this is your way to be able to do that. For a little sunroom, this is amazing. For an RV, this is huge to be able to bring this home for that. And it's normally $49. Today, it's a clearance price of $22.99. You're literally saving more money than you're spending. You're saving $26. This costs less than $23, a penny shy of $23. $7.66, that is your easy payment here. And you've got 30 days to be able to bring this home and give it a try. If you don't love it, feel free to send it back. But I'll tell you, you will be pleasantly surprised by how much this was able to produce. And
I'm pleasantly surprised with the fact that you don't have to hire an electrician, because last time I checked, electricians did not cost this price, right? They cost a lot of money. That's a very expensive trade. So you got to know what you're doing. This is so much easier. When you look at the bottom of this, again, it's like a traditional light bulb. So as long as you've got that traditional light bulb socket, you can put this in basically anywhere. I love what you said about like attics and basements and shed and places where the air is just so static and stale. You want to get that airflow moving around, even year round, not just in the summertime months. This gives you the best of both worlds. So if you are sitting at home right now and you're like, gosh, I'm hot, I wish I just had a little bit more airflow. Sometimes it's great to have the fan pointing at you, but you want that circulation above you to kind of move the rest of the air.
Right.
This is the way to get that.
We installed fans on our own at our house. And so my house had the wiring pre-done into it already.
You did it?
I know. Me and Nick together did it. So me and my husband did it. There was no better test of our relationship than the over 1 hour that we spent. Now, he's a nuclear engineer. I am surprisingly handy. Most people don't realize that I am, but I'm actually pretty good with it. But the two of us together, I don't think we've ever argued so much in a relationship ever than trying to install a ceiling fan. Now, after we got the first one in, we then went for a second. We ended up doing a third, and all the bedrooms have the big ceiling fans. But when I think back to the money we spent, easily $500 between those 3 rooms, easily 3 hours of install time between all 3 rooms. With this, you install by putting into a light socket, and that's it. Now, obviously, this is smaller than the big giant ceiling fan that I have in my living room. However, there are a lot of places in our home where we want the fan, but the big fan just isn't reasonable, right? It just doesn't make sense to put it there. Now, this is indoor only, right? So it's not indoor, outdoor. It's just indoor or covered porch.
I would, honestly, because it's easy to quote unquote install, if you're sitting outside and you've got a covered porch and you want to pop it in there, I would maybe not leave it out for storms and things like that. But yeah, I mean, like if you were just entertaining out on the porch, you could absolutely pop it in one of those.
I do have neighbors who have the covered porches that are, they're completely covered. Like there's a roof over top of them where they could totally do that. Like they're all the 4-season rooms. I feel like this would be great in there. Your price today is $22.99. It should be $49. The white is the most popular. We also have a gray, which is our most limited, a black, and we have a brown. Choose the color that matches the room that you want to put this in the best. Over 290,000 of these have already been sold here at QVC, and it was made for QVC, like made, designed with our customers in mind.
Yes, very specifically.
Cascade literally did that for us. Over half off right now, V83060. Kylie, are you done?
I think I might be sticking around.
Okay, well then, great.
I heard a little rumor, I don't know.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna wait and see you in a little bit. Speaking of a great fan,